So this video was not planned this week, and it's pretty much unscripted, which is unusual for me. But I saw the blog over at The Broke and the Bookish of the top 10 Tuesday for this week, and it was the top 10 words or phrases that will make you buy a book. And I was like, oh, this is awesome, I should totally do it. So I am going to do it. Okay, so before I start, I do want to note that this is my top 10. I read a lot of things that don't appear in my top 10 because I feel like if I don't read wider than the things that I like, then I'm doing my students a disservice. So from 10 to 1, here are the things that will make me pick up or really want, in a lot of cases, a book. So 10, 9, and 8 are recent interests of mine, stemming from things that I picked up that I wouldn't normally pick up. So 10 is steampunk, and I don't particularly like historical fiction, and Leviathan by Scott Westerfeld is one of those like alternate history type novels, and that kind of propelled me into the world of steampunk, and I have a lot of books on my TBR list that are steampunk in nature because it's just so cool. I mean, who doesn't like trains? 9 is zombies, and my interest in zombies stemmed from the reading of Rotten Ruin, another one of those things that I picked up that I wouldn't normally pick up, and because, you know, there's all this hype about zombies and I don't like to play into the hype, but Rotten Ruin was awesome. So since then I've read a number of other books that are zombies, or not are zombies, that have zombies in them. And I even have World War Z on my TBR shelf over there, which leads me to number 8. Read it first. Now, that is, okay, movie adaptations. Yeah, I have a I like to read the book first. I don't watch a lot of movies anymore because I'm trying to get through grad school and there's just not time, and there hasn't been anything I really wanted to see for the most part. When I go to the movies and I know the movie is based on the book, I really like to read the book first, which means I'll be reading Gatsby again here next week. 7 is books dealing with music. Last summer I started writing original music, mostly about books that I read, but it's been really cool, and sometimes I get in a rut and I go back to books like Guitar Notes or Revolution by Jennifer Donnelly, both of which inspire me. So I like books about music partly because of the inspiration factor, and partly because, I don't know, Notes from an Accidental Band Geek, that was all me in high school, minus the, you know, trying to get into a summer camp part. I was saxophone. What can I say? Music is awesome. 6 is crime, murder, thriller. As long as I can remember, I've had interest in crime dramas. I watched a lot of cop shows as a kid. I wanted to be a cop, but my parents told me no. So books like Ripper that was recently released and Game by Barry Lyga, yeah, I had to go get it as soon as I possibly could, and it was awesome. I read it in one sitting. I love those. Okay, 5 and 4 kind of blend together. They are retellings and mythology, and I love Shakespeare retold. I love fairy tales retold. I love mythology retold, or integrated into these new and different settings, and I'd love to see how the authors make the changes they make to fit the story into that new setting. 3 is dystopian, and I don't think I really need to say anything more about that. 2 is anything that has complex characters, and I'm not just talking about the protagonist here. I mean, if the antagonist or secondary characters are well developed, I enjoy the story so much more. I like to see complex characters, particularly in books with multicultural characters. That is, how do they represent more than their stereotype? Or how, like, with LGBT characters, how is their existence more than just being a member of this community, of this lifestyle, of whatever. And finally, number 1, the hero journey, the monomyth. I love hero journey, and I'm going to do a video about the hero journey and why I love the hero journey here soon, because that's what my cousin who won the challenge requested. But I am a sucker for the hero journey. And what's great about loving hero journey is the hero journey often fits into those other categories. And I don't know why I like it. But then again, and as I say in the video that I'm gonna create, why do we like the 50s progression? So that was fun. I think I want to do more of those. I'm not gonna commit to any regularity, just when one of the topics strikes me, I'll do one. I'm curious about your top 10. What are your top 10 words or phrases that will make you pick up a book? Leave it in the comments here, or if you write a blog post or do a video about your top 10, leave it in my comments still, but also link to it over at The Broke and the Bookish, and I will leave you a link to the blog post, this particular blog post, in the description. I will see you later. I am the Supplier, wishing you happy reading. Don't forget to be awesome.